Okay, the first company presenting the second session is Photo Merchant, and we have the CEO, Elmar Platzer, here. Photo Merchant is an e-commerce business and marketing automation platform for photographers. The platform provides an online solution for photographers that handle non-core tasks, combine them into a practical workflow that saves time, reduces complexity, and ultimately makes the photographer more profitable. Please welcome Elmar to the stage.
Thank you, Steve. No life sciences lesson and certainly no cure for cancer, I'm afraid, but hopefully a very exciting opportunity nonetheless. So what problem are we trying to solve? Photographers are hopefully very good at their craft, taking great shots, but are not necessarily very good at marketing and running a business in general and conducting business online. And this is the problem Photo Merchant is addressing. The best way for you to get your head around what Photo Merchant actually does and who the core target audience is if I give you a couple of use cases. If I introduce you to three representative customers, potential customers. So there's Murray, for example. Murray represents the full-time photographer segment. Murray sells his time. He bundles prints and digital downloads and sells them as packages. And he uses Photo Merchant to showcase his portfolio to potential clients, to promote his business, and also to sell photos online. Then we have Sarah. Sarah is a part-time photographer, semi-professional photographer, using photography to augment her family income. There are a lot of photographers in that position. A lot of them are wedding photographers who do just that. Sarah, what Sarah specializes in capturing those special lifetime moments, such as newborn photography, maternity photography, children photography, family portrait photography. So in Sarah's case, she's looking at a customer life cycle of 30 to 40 odd years at times. And Sarah is using Photo Merchant to help her manage her customer base. She also uses Photo Merchant to promote her business on social networks such as Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, Google+, and of course also to sell photos online. And then we have Sam. Sam represents what is the largest segment of our target audience, and that's the emerging photographer. And essentially everyone with a DSLR who is hoping to make money from photography or has made money from photography, that may be as little as selling the odd stock image, is forced into that category, into that segment. Now in Sam's case, Sam has still a full-time job, and he therefore picked event and sports photography because he can do that nights and weekends. So in Sam's case, Sam is using Photo Merchant to give him provide him with a professional online presence, and also to handle order fulfillment for him. So Photo Merchant actually has the ability to automate the ordering process, be integrated with print labs in Australia and the US. And to give you an example, a customer logs onto the website, purchases photos online, and if it's print on anything pretty much, canvas, any kind of media, the order is electronically dispatched to the print lab and then drop shipped to the customer. So Sam can make money while he's asleep. The automation goes as far as an invoice is generated and an email is generated on behalf of the photographer using the photographer's brand. So that's clearly something Sam does not have time to do because he's working full time. So in all of these cases, what Photo Merchant does is it takes the technically and difficult aspects out of running a photography business online. That includes hosting your website, marketing, and also order fulfillment. The business model is a very straightforward business model. We charge a subscription fee, and we also take a clip of the revenue. We are now in the process of formulating a number of products for the enterprise level market. This is something that we weren't able to do to date because the platform wasn't ready yet, but that's a very lucrative market as well, and that's one we're moving into soon. And actually, it takes less than 10 minutes to set up a fully fledged website on Photo Merchant, which gives you a unique presence. It also is e-commerce enabled and fulfillment enabled. Just seeing the slides a little bit out of whack. Okay, how big is the market? The market is actually a very big market. It's $6.1 billion large. This is not to be confused with the market for photography sales, as in print sales, digital downloads, which is around $55 billion. So this is just the market for a solution such as the solution Photo Merchant offers, which is a fulfillment. It's an online website publishing tool with fulfillment capabilities and e-commerce capabilities. Is there any demand for a product like that? There certainly is. We already have significant traction in the market. We have 2,200 paying customers. 37% of those are already in the US. We're currently growing, our customer base is growing at the rate of 7% a month, and our revenue run rate is $720,000. A business like ours lives and dies by its metrics. We have a very good handle on our metrics. We know what the customer acquisition costs are, what the lifetime revenue of a customer is, etc. So in our case, we know it costs us $88 to acquire a customer. The lifetime revenue we receive from a customer at the moment is about $930, actually $615 in gross profit. It's an average monthly revenue of $26. It takes about 3.5 months for us to recover the cash. And another way of looking at this is for every dollar we invest, we get $7 in gross profit in return. The only thing that really stands between us now being able to scale our business and not is the amount of capital we can invest in customer acquisition. The model is an online model, largely pay-per-click on Google AdWords, Bing, Yahoo, social networks such as Facebook. Our churn rate is very low as well for a software as a service business like ours. It's only 2.8%. And that enabled us to build a customer growth trajectory such as this. If your product market fit wasn't right and your churn is out of whack, you would not be able to grow your customer base. You'd be going backwards. It's like building a business on quicksand. The revenue graph shows a similar story. We do have seasonal fluctuations. That's in June and May and November and December, because we take a clip of the revenue as well, hence the spikes in revenue. But you'll find that the underlying revenue, which are the dark pink columns, that's our subscription revenue that just keeps trending up. And in a post-spike month, which January is, for example, the revenue drops at a level above the pre-spike month, which would be October. So take those spikes out, it's just a straight line growth. What's our vision for the company? Our vision for the company is to build a $200 million company. As I said before, SaaS businesses are valued very highly, especially in the US, because of the recurring revenue nature of the business. At an earning multiple of about 5 times revenue, which is quite common for a software as a service business. We're looking at doing $49 million in revenue. You're looking at about 200 million valuation. Typically, the valuation based on EBIT, often you'll see valuations of 20 to 50 times earnings. We've assumed here a multiple of 10 on 20 million EBIT, which is a very conservative multiple for a SaaS business. So who's the team behind Photo Merchant? So there's myself, Derek Clapham, co-founder, and Kane Tietzel. We all met at a digital agency. We all have a very strong digital relationship marketing background. We also have a very strong board. We have Graham Cook, ex-founding managing director of E-Trade, so some strong online experience there. Also was the ex-CEO of Amex Asia Pacific and Chase AMP, and currently is the chairman of the Australian Technology Park in Redfern. Matt Dickinson joined our board, but in December 2010, he's an online entrepreneur, exited his last business very successfully. At the point of exit, it did about 30 million unique visitors a month and $8.5 million in revenue. Matt's expertise very much is in the search engine marketing space, which is one of our primary customer acquisition channels. And then there's Atul, used to be was ex-CIO of Hudson Resources, ResMed, and GE Healthcare. And Jeff Jokum, ex-CMO and senior vice president of a couple of major competitors of ours in the US. So we're here to raise capital, $500,000. It's expansion capital. As I said before, we've got a business that's very scalable. We've established product market fit. We know that how the money invested based on customer acquisition costs and lifetime revenue, how that plays out. We're currently in the process of launching a completely rebuilt version of Photo Merchant, which is Photo Merchant version 2. We're also looking at capitalizing on the enterprise sales opportunities that are highly lucrative, which have eluded us to date, but the platform is now ready to handle that. And we're looking at using those funds to get to a cash flow positive state by mid next year, after which point we will do a final round in the US at a much higher valuation. So that was Photo Merchant. Hope that has piqued your interest somewhat, and I look forward to talking to you after this presentation. Thank you very much.